Hey,
Absolutely.
what's up? How you
What's
doing,
going on,
Nazir?
fellas? Man, y'all looking sharp today, man. But
Thanks.
I
You
didn't
know, here's
expect
the
no less.
thing. If we gonna step out, we gonna step out correct.
I
Got to
expected no
do it.
less here. But anyway, just in case, my name is Nigel Chambers of Big Gold Belt Media, and gentlemen, it's a pleasure to talk to you three today. How you doing?
Great, thank
Our
you.
pleasure.
Absolutely. And congratulations on season two, but also just thank you because I didn't want to wait long. Y'all didn't make us wait long. And here we are already back in the midst, just about a year after the finale, which was at the end of March of last year. And I just can't believe we're back so quick, but I'm not gonna be complaining.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the finale last
Oh,
year was on my birthday, so that was nice. March 31st.
Wow.
yeah. Oh,
Yeah, it
yeah,
was
exactly.
yeah.
Exactly. Hey, well, happy early birthday. We're almost at March. But
Thank you.
I'm gonna start with you, Ollie. Unjustifiably, the fans were kind of against Carlton last season, and
Sure.
watching the first four episodes, looks like you're not going to have that problem this season. Not this time. So all that people complaining about, all I've been preaching is just wait, folks, just wait. And here we are already in season two, which Carlton happens to be one of my favorite characters instantly because
Thank you.
not only do we see this progression of the character now being a part of the BSU, but what's really important within our community as for Black men right now is the visibility into mental health as we see him completely transparent about his anxiety. Could you talk a little bit about the importance of mental health, but also vesseling that message through your character?
So I've known, since season one, when everyone was talking mess, I've known. I remember I was like, y'all just wait, you're gonna love him. Because I know I'd spoken with the writers and what their plans were with where Carlton was gonna go and sort of the reason behind all of his baggage, right? And I think that element of mental health is so important. And the fact that through this character we get to have this conversation, as young Black men in America, and as we're consuming media that we're seeing our people be brutalized on, that there's so much weight that I think we carry as far as being in certain spaces and how we present ourselves, that I think Carlton very much represents that struggle and that journey. And
Yeah.
then specifically though, how his community rallies around him, his community at school, his community at home, and how his family rallies around him to support him, and how his parents, deal with talking with his therapist and all that. I think these are all conversations that as a Black community we should be having. And I'm so glad that through this show we're able to be a conduit for that conversation to come to light.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for that. We got to now take a look at the other two gentlemen here. We have to talk about this very, very. I'm just gonna call it what it is. It's two brothers in Phil and G. That has we seen the struggles and the fallout professionally last season as Uncle Phil is not shy about letting them know you work for me. But early in this season, we come to my statement of these two are brothers. No other way to look around it. They know each other best. They understand. They know how to read each other when one's not even talking. I just love this camaraderie amongst you two's performance and really bringing that into our household with this series. Could you hint at and yet describe what are we going to see going forward with the two with the challenges between the two of you two, rectifying that relationship that kind of fell out from last season, but also the other things that's kind of going on, especially with Phil being suspicious of what G's actions are right now.
Well, I think it's going to be a continuation of that vulnerability this season too. Just because we're both alphas, and in order for us to make any sort of headway, we have to, put our egos aside, and we have to just be honest with each other and with ourselves. And we both feel like we're right. We have our, you know, perspectives of but we have to just be transparent and just be honest with ourselves and be vulnerable. And I think that that's important to show that in the community, that two brothers, two strong alphas can, put their weapons down and just be, allowed to lead by their heart, let their heart lead them,
Yeah.
and I think we do that very well.
You're right. I think that's beautiful what you said. It's not about weapons or fists. It's about using the heart and the
Yeah.
emotion. Do you know what I mean? Black men being vulnerable on TV is still a rare thing. And you've got these two alphas that are prepared to do that, you know, and fight for what they believe in. And I think what we're going to see is there's this thing of like, they're prepared to stand their ground and not be around each other, but they miss each other because they are brothers, and they almost like complete each other in some ways. So there's times where it's like, I don't need to talk to him, and it's like, man, I need my bro, because I got stuff going on. And I think the season's gonna be, it's gonna be like swinging both left, right, back and forth. And sometimes you're gonna be with Phil, sometimes you're gonna be with G, and things take time. You know, things take time.
Yeah.
I always talk about families, friendships. When big things like this happen, you can't just be back to where it was.
You have to be patient.
You have to be patient with the healing. And I think that's what this season's going to show, the journey of healing.
And we show that it's very heroic to be vulnerable and to you know, have that that space, be in that space, you know, with your brother, and just allow them to be seen, to be heard, and you know, not trying to you know, overpower or whatnot. Just, you know, you just want to sit back and let them have the space to be seen, and you want to see each other.
And also sometimes with men, it's like, you know, we don't want to be like, we don't want to own our stuff.
Right.
Don't want to put our own hands up and say it was me. And you're going to see moments in this season where we do. And again, I think you don't see that a lot.
Yeah, taking accountability.
Accountability.
Yeah,
it's
for
a
your
big
actions.
It's a big one.
Accountability.
Yeah.
That's the thing. You know, we all say is that this show is such a beautiful platform for the community, for the culture, because you know, we deal with so many important issues and topics that are relevant, you know, to the current temperatures that we live in, and people tune in every week to watch, and they'll get to take something home with them. They're left with something very valuable.
Every episode,
there's something there for them to learn. You know, it's edutainment.
Yeah. And
you know,
and I love how intentional the writers are. You know, because if you check every moment, there's a stereotypical way where we could go.
Yeah.
So if I speak about Philip,
I just said this earlier.
You know, like that last scene, season one, everyone's like, "Yo, they're gonna have a fight.
Yeah,
Yo, they're gonna draw."
brace yourself. Brace yourself.
It's like no. There's another way
Yeah.
that human beings on this planet communicate and operate, and they look like us. You
Yeah.
know, and it's very intentional all the time. You know, there's a way of how some families respond to mental health. In our show, we're showing a different way to identity, sexuality. You know what I mean? It's really important, and that's why I feel like our show holds a very special place at the moment in TV. You know, and we're proud of what we're doing, what we're representing.
Absolutely, as you should. And I know I need to wrap, but I just want to definitely give you your flowers because you're creating a legacy right now. And as a guy that's in therapy, I got to say that this show has taught me one really, really important thing that's also being reinforced in my sections is that communication ain't just this, but just listening, and seeing y'all practice that on screen is the conversations that we need to have within our community. And you all are absolutely using your platforms to do so. And that I appreciate you all for.
Thank you so much, man. Thank you. That
absolutely. So thank you so much for your time today. And we'll be talking again soon, I hope.
You bet, man.
Definitely.
Blessings.
Love.
Blessings.